Coming to you live from our studios in Auckland Park, this is Prime News on SABC 3. Here are the stories making headlines. Road users have been urged to be cautious as thousands travel to different destinations across the country. The Walter Sisulu University SRC's legal team has approached the Mthatha High Court to file an urgent application to halt the eviction of students at the university. Good evening and a warm welcome to Prime News on 3. I'm Beki Mutumomolete and thank you for joining us tonight. Let's take a look at our top stories. Limpopo police say they're ready to ensure safety as members of the Zion Christian Church attend the first mass church gathering in 5 years. Nearby, the St. Ngena ZCC Dove Symbol is also having its Easter conference. Hundreds of buses are ferrying church members to both headquarters in Moria outside Polokwane.
Ready to ensure a safe, crime-free Easter long weekend, police say their members have been deployed at all crime hotspots in the province to nip crime in the bud. Law enforcement deployment has also been reinforced at ports of entry as well as on busy routes. The province expects high traffic volumes due to the resumption of mass gatherings of the Zion Christian Church after a 5-year hiatus imposed by COVID-19.
We have done the inspection in the perimeters, inner perimeters of the two churches, and we are satisfied about all security measures and also emergency systems that has been put in place.
Bus company Patco says about 500 of its buses have been dispatched to Moria. The company says its buses have safety features that will ensure that church members arrive and return home safely.
We have real-time monitoring of our buses, colleagues. Each and every bus has been fitted with 4 cameras and a tracking unit on it. At every given moment in time, we are able to see where these buses are operating, what is happening inside the bus. Are the passengers safe? Is the driver safe? Are they driving in accordance with the rules of the road?
Meanwhile, traffic officials say the province has thus far seen lower than expected traffic volumes.
There was a complete decline in terms of traffic volume. For now, in terms of accidents and incidents, maybe we are still quantifying the number of accidents, but fortunately, yesterday we never recorded any major crash in our province.
Both churches will have their Easter sermons on Sunday. Biman Baloyi, SABC News, Kranskop.
Meanwhile, the Mpumalanga MEC for Community Safety, Security and Liaison, Jackie Masiye, has once again called on road users to be cautious during this long weekend. The number of crashes in the province have increased drastically in the last 24 hours when compared to the same time last year.
At the Libombo border post, with people going about their usual business. However, the same cannot be said about the N4 toll road leading to the border. In the last 24 hours, the number of accidents have increased alarmingly. This has left the MEC of Community Safety, Security and Liaison, Jackie Masiye, disappointed.
2 vehicles collided, the sports utility vehicle, that is the SUV, and also the bakkie, where 6 people, 5, then later on yesterday night, 1 was also claimed succumbed to the injury that he sustained during the accident. So now it makes 6.
As millions celebrate Good Friday, truck drivers have been left stranded in the corridor to the border gate. I arrived here around 3 in the morning and the queue is not moving at all. Sometimes we spend close to 5 days on the queue. There are no toilets, no food as well. We go for days without eating here. The Border Management Authority has arrested a number of people for suspected illegal activities at the port of entry.
Just for yesterday, we've been able to arrest 53 individuals that were trying to enter or even to exit the country illegally. So on that particular basis, if we then put that 53 and you aggregate it with the 36 that we did a day before, we are now talking at around 89 people that has been intercepted in Libombo, only at Libombo.
Masia says they will increase police visibility and motorists can expect to see traffic officers every 10 kilometers. This as part of their efforts to ensure road safety. Nhlanhla Jele, SABC News, Libombo Border Gate, Mpumalanga.
In Gauteng, toll gates have seen high volumes of vehicles leaving the province as thousands of South Africans head to various destinations for religious observances and family gatherings during the Easter long weekend.
A noticeable increase in vehicles carrying congregants added to the high traffic volumes at the Carousel Toll Plaza along the N1 highway. A clear indication that roads are set to remain busy throughout the Easter holiday period. The toll plaza located between Polokwane and Pretoria has recorded over 2,000 vehicles per hour since early this morning. As a result, law enforcement agencies say they are fully mobilized to ensure safety of all road users.
Our focus is on the major routes or the N routes as well as the provincial routes, which is R, like your R101. And we are also focusing on the M routes, which is within the boundaries of the municipality, but being the major routes. We are really hard at work in ensuring that we remove the firearms from the wrong hands.
The Johannesburg Metro Police Department is urging motorists to drive with caution as they travel to their destinations, especially in light of changing weather conditions.
We urge all road users to remain patient, adhere to traffic regulations and plan their journeys accordingly to avoid potential delays. Our officers will be strategically deployed to manage traffic flow and respond to any incidents that may occur.
The entry toll route between Hilton in KwaZulu-Natal and Heidelberg in Gauteng also saw high traffic volumes during peak hours this morning.
N3TC appeals to all motorists to please share the road responsibly at all times and reminds them that strict law enforcement protocols are in place. Highly visible policing should be expected, as well as vehicle roadworthiness and driver compliance checkpoints at strategic locations along the route.
Law enforcement agencies continue to remind motorists to stay vigilant and share the road responsibly when they return from their respective destinations. Puseletso Mokwena, SABC News, Johannesburg.
Welcome back. ANC Deputy President Paul Mashatile remains confident that the team deployed to discuss ways to avert the increase of VAT will have positive feedback. Mashatile joined the Assemblies of God congregation in Tabanchu in the Free State, which is celebrating its 80-year anniversary this Good Friday.
He has appealed to the church to pray for the authority that is tasked with the responsibility of leading the country. This amid discussions on ways to avoid the VAT hike, which will be implemented on the 1st of May if the parties fail to come up with other fiscal measures.
I think so far they've met all the parties that agreed to come. So we will know by Monday where to. But I'm confident that we'll find a solution. Well, there are always options, and one of the things we're looking forward to on Monday is that our team will come to us and say, these are the options, which direction do we take? But we will find a solution.
Mashatile says as part of his responsibilities, he will promote cooperation between government and churches. He says the church has a critical role to play in the development of society.
It's not just a church where you come on a Sunday, you pray God and leave. They are involved with the communities, and that's how we're going to partner with them. We're also going to work closely to look at developments in this area. As a national government and the provincial government, the Premier is also here. So we've agreed that we have to focus in development, working with the church.
Mashatile, who is also a deployee of the ANC to Mangaung, earlier met with the Mangaung region and the PEC during his visit. Makhala Masiteng, SABC News, Tabanchu.
The EFF remains steadfast that it will not form a part of the GNU as long as the DA and the Freedom Front Plus are in it. The party's deputy president, Godrich Gardie, made these comments on the sidelines of a visit to the Holy Cross Anglican Church in Orlando West, Soweto.
A day that Christians across the country and world observe. The EFF's second-in-command joined congregants of the Holy Cross Anglican Church in Soweto to remember the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Gadi also took the opportunity to address matters of national importance. The party insists that it will not join the GNU. The ANC and DA labelled last week's meeting between them as constructive, and the ANC will now have to decide whether to abandon the VAT increase or not. The EFF, however, is sticking to its guns.
Either you are with them or with us, but not both of us. And it stands there and we shall stand by it.
Asked on the appointment of SABC Jonas as South Africa's special envoy to the United States, he expressed concern.
For the fact that he is the chairperson of MTN, it will have a dent on the appointment because of the what could be called a contradiction, or what we can call the economic relationship between MTN and Iran.
Gadi also used the opportunity to rubbish reports that property developers Prestige Park have launched legal action and are suing them for 15 million rand over allegations of endorsing and publicizing media claims that the company sold land belonging to one of its members and evicted a family. Politicians have joined congregations across the country in commemorating the Easter weekend. Natasha Piri, SABC News, Johannesburg.
Thank you for staying with us. The Walter Sisulu University SRC's legal team has approached the Mthatha High Court to file an urgent application to halt the eviction of students at the university. This after the university resolved that the temporary closure of the Mthatha campus was the only solution. The application will be heard today in the evening, and as the students await this evening's High Court ruling, some were seen carrying their bags and leaving the Nelson Mandela Drive campus in droves. Earlier this week, unrest erupted at the university and led to the fatal shooting of one student and injury of several others. The students were complaining about the numerous issues that include the non-maintenance of their residence. One of Gqeberha's biggest entertainment drawcards, the 33rd edition of the Splash Festival, kicked off today. The 4-day event started with live music, food trucks, beach sports and fun rides. The festival attracts hundreds of thousands of locals and visitors to the friendly city each year.
Friends, family and fun. This festival over the Easter long weekend is an annual event in Gqeberha, and day one did not disappoint.
Over 50 food trucks, we've got over 100 vendors. We've got 4 stages of entertainment all weekend. One of the highlights is the Galaxy Bingo Beach Arena that you mentioned with the National Volleyball South Africa competition. There's an array of entertainment this weekend, starting with the Spa Ware for Flavors food demonstration tent where we've got Chef Peter Goff Wood, we've got Justine Drake.
Old and young visited and partook in the splash activities, some for the first time.
I'm really looking forward to going on all the rides, especially going upside down and just going around super fast. It sounds really, really fun.
It's been amazing. The teams, the competition level is really high. So the guys have come out, they're young people, they're old people, so it's been really good so far.
The Nelson Mandela Bay municipality is optimistic that the annual Splash Festival will boost the local economy during this Easter period.
We are empowering your SMMEs through this event. There is food stores, all those people are locally from the city. I mean 90% from all this event is coming from the city, and then some artists which is coming from the 10% are coming from outside of the city, yes.
The festival recorded over 200,000 visitors last year. Organisers are looking to improve on that number this time around. Kim Daniels, SABC News, Gqeberha.
And up next, the weekend forecast is in. Let's dive into the details.
Thank you very much and a very warm welcome to the weather desk. Let's take a look at those conditions over the country. We're going to start looking at tonight's conditions. We're still expecting rainy conditions as we move towards most of the central parts of the country, stretching into Gauteng, Limpopo, and also Mpumalanga. Also as we move towards the coast over KwaZulu-Natal, Durban, stretching into that interior. It is a 30% chance of showers and thunder showers for tonight. For tomorrow, those rainy conditions are expected over most of the country, especially as we move towards Free State, stretching into the northwest and also the Northern Cape for tomorrow. It is going to be a cloudy day over most of the country. Temperatures are expected to drop significantly, so it is going to be a cold day for tomorrow. So please, let's make sure that we dress warmly. It is also going to be a foggy morning with those fog patches that are expected over most of the central parts of the country, stretching into the escarpment over Mpumalanga and also KwaZulu-Natal, where visibility will be reduced in the morning. So please, let's be careful, especially those who will be on the road. For tomorrow, we do expect a level 1 warning of severe thunderstorm as we move into the interior of the Northern Cape. Remember, the severe thunderstorms can be accompanied by a large amount of small hail, heavy downpours which can lead to localized flooding in places, and also strong damaging winds. And we also have some runaway for fire conditions over that interior of the Western Cape for tomorrow. Temperature-wise for tonight, it is going to be a cold night over most of the country, especially as we move into Free State. We're expecting an average of 9 over Bloemfontein and Bethlehem. Also expecting freezing conditions as we move towards Sunderland. We're expecting a low of 13 over Johannesburg, Polokwane dropping down to 11. Maximum temperatures for tomorrow, it is going to be quite a cool day over most of the country, especially as we move into Johannesburg. We're expecting a minimum of 18, 20 over Pretoria, Musina at a high of 24. Also expecting cool conditions and warm as we move to the interior of the Northern Cape. We're expecting a maximum of 29 over Upington. That's all the weather I have for you. Stay tuned.
Thank you for watching Prime News on 3. We'll be back with you on Monday. And until next time, from me and my team, have a fantastic weekend and stay ahead. Good night.